It is time for PPP talk. This is Christy Lee with Law Offices of Christy Lee. They finally made some movement on the forgiveness applications. There's a bill out there right now that's roaming around the House and Senate saying that if you have a loan for less than $150,000, that you don't have to do the very complicated form. That is still out there. What actually is out there right now and has been approved is a brand new form. It's called a 3508S. S is for simple. It's one page. That's it. You only get to use this if your loan is $50,000 or less. So if it's $50,000, $50,001, you cannot use this form. If it's $50,000 or less, you can use it. The best news about this form is that if you had a reduction in full-time employees, remember that FTE that we kept talking about? Your loan forgiveness will not be affected by that. If you also had to decrease the wages of your employees, that will also not affect your loan forgiveness. That's huge. That's really, really huge. So you don't even have to deal with that anymore. You don't have to try to figure out what were my full-time employees, how did anybody get a wage reduction? Nothing. That's great. It's one page long, like I said, and the only other thing you have to do is you do have to provide documentation. And so bank account information you have to provide. Hopefully you've been listening to me or other people and you did open up just a bank account for the PPP money to show the bank account. Canceled checks. You need to provide the payroll, the 941s as well, and your Department of Labor forms that you filled out. You need to show all the payments, receipts, canceled checks, everything concerning your retirement and your health insurance, right? Many of those payments, you just need to show proof of that. If you used any of the PPP money for the business mortgage interest payments, show that. Lease agreements. Remember, you had to have a lease agreement, which, by the way, this is something new, and this really is good news. So if you had a lease agreement, you just have to show that and copies of checks to the landlord. So what is new, and this is a loophole, that if you did not have a lease agreement, all you have to do is prove that you paid that person in February 2020 and you paid them after your PPP money ran out. So it appears they're allowing you to get around not having a lease agreement. If you paid any utility payments, just show those invoices. And you also need to show your invoice from February 2020. Remember that rule that you had to have those utilities in place in February 2020? Just show those as well. That's it. That, if you've been keeping track, like I've told everybody to, your life just became a lot easier. So now we're just going to cross our fingers and we're going to hope they're going to do something with that other range of $50,001 to $150,000. We were hoping that this form would, maybe it'll be like this, but we don't know yet, right? But at least we have an answer. So I suggest if you have a loan of $50,000 or less, fill out the application, get it done. Just get it off your plate. I don't believe anything else is going to happen until after the November election. And of course, if you guys need help, just give my office a call. We've been doing these already and we know how to do them. So anyway, you guys have a great day. And when more PPP stuff comes out, don't worry, I'll post. Thanks.